What's up, guys? So today I want to talk about something that really irks me. Something that really, just most people really don't understand. And for a normal, good reason, but I want to bring some more light to it. I know I've talked about it before, but I think that more people need to understand the importance of their time over money, right? A lot of people, especially if you come from a poorer background, right? If you come from more of a working class background, maybe didn't have enough money to, buy all the stuff you wanted when you were younger. Maybe your parents were struggling, fighting. Maybe they didn't have enough money to pay for all the bills, the electricity, the water, right? It's happened to me when I was younger, right? And what can happen is you can have this mindset instilled in you that money is more important than your time. The most important thing is saving money, no matter how long it takes, right? And that's just completely wrong. Now, there is a certain point where this is actually extremely beneficial, and this is how a lot of people, they've got these Mexican families I've seen before, that live in 12 people in a house, right? I mean, they're doing it, right? They're eating rice, they're fucking sleeping together, all this shit, right? They're working, and that's how you can get by. But for a lot of people, I don't think it's so extreme. For most people, they have a regular job, they buy stuff, they don't really pay attention to what they're buying. Maybe at the end of the month, they look and they're like, wow, I don't have a lot of money, and I really need to make sure I, you know, don't buy that thing that's seems like a luxury, right? So that's the problem. Most people, and I get it, because if you work a regular job, in my opinion, so if you work a regular job, in my opinion, it's much harder to justify a lot of these expenses. It's much easier from a business perspective, because when you run a business, it's basically you have your income and your expenses, and you put them all together, and as long as you had more income than expenses, you made money. Now, you don't want to just make a couple bucks. You really do. You want to be making thousands, millions, whatever you're making. But typically, that's the equation that's going on in someone who's more business minded mindset. But when you work a 9 to 5 job, it's usually typically you work, you get paid, and then you have your free time. And that's about it. And there's no value on your free time. There's only a value on the time when you're working. So how can you justify paying someone to give you your time back when you're not making any money? And I get that. I do understand that. But there is a value. Now, it really depends on how much you are making, though. I would say probably for a business owner, you want to probably be making, it really depends. Because for instance, I've got a guy I've got a bunch of dudes who cut my lawn, right? And so they come by and it's $50 for them, and which sounds like a lot, right? Because it kind of is. But how long would it take me to be out there sweating my ass off, mowing the lawn, weed whacking, blowing all the shit out, right? It'd probably be taking me 2 or 3 hours to do all that stuff, right? Where I could have them do it in an hour. And I could just be at home. I could be working out. I could be eating breakfast. I could be recording a video. I could be planning out my day. I could be doing, I could be sleeping. Whatever I want to do, right? Because for me, because I do, I work, because for me, I actually do run a business, and I really have to take into consideration, is it worth it for me to be doing this for 3 hours, sweating, burning out all my energy, and just honestly being dead for the rest of the day? And on top of that, and then this is the thing I really think people don't consider. Let's just talk about mowing your lawn, for instance. Everybody loves mowing their lawn. I have no clue why. That's the worst thing in the world. But when you mow your lawn, you've got your lawnmower, right? Well, your lawnmower is like a miniature car. So they're always fucking breaking down. They need gas, they need spark plugs, they need oil changes, you gotta clean the blades out, all this bullshit, right? And when the thing breaks and explodes, you gotta go buy another one, figure out how to get rid of the old one. And then the same thing with the weed whacker, the same thing with the fucking blower thing, where they blow their leaves off. These are all things. So it's like you don't just have mowing the lawn for 3 hours once a week, once every other week. You also have to maintain these stupid machines. And you have to store these stupid ass machines. You have to buy them in the first place. And it's honestly so stupid. But if you actually enjoy mowing your lawn, if you're sick and twisted in the head and you enjoy mowing your lawn, then do it, I guess, right? Because, like, for instance, for me, like, I could get a maid. It's the one thing I have never done. But I kind of like cleaning. It's like for me, it's like, do I want to pay $300 a month to have someone clean my house, which barely gets dirty, when, like, you know, how much effort does it take me to make $300 like worth of sales versus how long does it take me to clean versus how much do I enjoy it, right? I absolutely hate mowing the lawn. If I liked it, it'd be a different story. But I absolutely hate it. So I'll pay whatever it takes. With cleaning, I love when my house is clean. Like, I actually enjoy cleaning it. And I would rather do that sometimes than do the actual work that I would have to do to make the money to pay for the cleaning. So that's for me. Like, you know, everybody's different. You might like not like cleaning. You might like mowing the lawn. You might like cooking. Like, so sometimes I like cooking as well. Sometimes it's kind of relaxing to just chill, kind of just forget about everything. Just chop some fucking onions. You're right, you know. But everybody's different, and that's the thing you really need to consider. So, it's a personal preference, honestly, and it also comes down to money, as well, because some things just aren't worth it. Like fixing your car, paying somebody to fix your car. In my opinion, assuming you have, like, you know, the knowledge and like the tools, which you can get the tools for less than $1,000. You can buy any tool you can imagine to fix your car, and the knowledge, you know, that'll take you a couple of years. But you could do all the basic stuff, spark plugs and brakes and all the shit, taking your wheels off, cleaning everything. You could do all that easily yourself, and, you know, save thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. But it really depends. Some people couldn't give a shit about fixing. Well, I personally don't give a shit about fixing my car, although I do like fixing things. But when you go to the mechanic and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna cost $3,000," and I'm like, "What the fuck? $3,000?" You go online, you go to rockauto.com, and you're like, "Okay, this part's $50." And he's trying to charge me $3,000 to put this fucking thing in? And then you go on YouTube, and there's like 5 bolts holding the damn thing together. And it's like, okay, I could buy the fucking wrench, all less than $100. So you tell me I could fix this thing for less than $200, and it's just absolutely insane. So, you know, it all depends though. If you like literally have no interest in doing that, then it's not worth it. It's just absolutely not worth it. Now let's get into the more juicy details when it comes to buying your time back. Because something interesting to think about is that it's not always if it makes monetary value. Because sometimes there's things that you can do that don't necessarily make money, but that are extremely important. And by that, what I mean is, so I have people come in, we have a warehouse, we have workers come in, we pay them. I live in New Jersey, so we pay them more than we probably should. And the thing is that when they come in, and I don't have to do the work that they're doing. And like, mind you, I could do it probably 2 or 3 times faster than they do it. But the problem is the same problem with mowing the lawn. It just clouds your fucking mind and tires you out. So while they're there, I can plan shit. And that's kind of a fishy area here. Because does planning make you money? Does it? I don't really know. You hope that it's going to make you money. So I plan out product collections. I plan out things that we have to purchase. I plan out, social media marketing, fucking stuff that we're going to post. And, different photography stuff that's got to get taken care of. I plan all this shit out. Right? Extremely, extremely important. But technically, there's no pay from that. So it's extremely hard to quantify. But it's extremely important because it clears your mind when you have, ideally, my ideal world is I could literally just pay someone to do everything for me. I literally don't want to do anything. The only thing I want to do is sleep, eat, work out, go to the bathroom, and just do whatever the fuck I want, right? I'm sure everybody wants that. Basically, I just want to be a kid again. Except, instead of having parents, I just have people doing shit for me. That's my goal. That should be your goal too. Because, honestly, the amount of mental fatigue that creeps in on you from getting the groceries, from making sure your car's not broken, from driving around, from figuring out what you're going to eat, cooking, cleaning, fucking this and that. If you got a cat or a dog or kids, right, that's a job in itself right there. And it's like you just get fucking bent over and boop for hours on end every single day, because you think it's normal. Everybody's like, oh, that's just being an adult. You just gotta do all this stuff. That's just what it's like when you're an adult, right? That's the poor mentality. That's that poor mindset. Nobody wants that shit. What you need to do, ideally, so it's a 2-step process here. Okay? The first step is you need to eliminate. From the man Tim Ferriss himself, if you read the 4-Hour Work Week, one of his things, he says, eliminate before you delegate. And I really like that because it's so true. Because if you delegate something that doesn't need to be done, it's a waste of money and a waste of time. And you gotta sit back and you gotta think. You gotta ask yourself, does this actually even need to be done? So what I would do, if you have a goal, if you have a crazy ass goal that you're trying to accomplish, right? If you don't, sit down, 10 minutes, write down 20 things you want to do, circle to the top 5. Anyway, you have a goal, right? Maybe 2 or 3 goals. Fuck everything else. As much as you can. Just say, boop, fuck everything else. Okay? And that can be hard for a lot of people to do. Like for me, what do I want to do? So I want to work on my business at the warehouse, and I want to work on growing my own personal audience. So almost everything else, I want to be healthy, right? Okay, 3 things. There you go. I want to be healthy. So I'm sleeping well, working out well, eating healthy. And most everything else is just not important, to be honest. My fashion sense, to be honest with you guys, I've had this shirt for fucking 11 years, all right? I literally do not care about fashion at all. My car, I just cleaned it out a little bit, but I don't give a fuck, okay? The thing's damn 12 years old, right? It runs perfectly, gets me to work, gets me back. It's only half a mile to work, so I could fucking walk if I had to, if it explodes. But I don't care. It's a nice car. It's a hatchback, Mazda. My dream car. Simple to fix. Perfect. But I just don't fucking care. And I want you guys to not fucking care either, okay? That's my hope with this video. That you stop caring about 90% of the stuff that you care about. You focus on that small amount of shit that actually is going to get you somewhere. And then you think. So if you're in a position right now, if you're a little lower down, you're just getting started, well, what you can do is you might not even be able to delegate anything. You just got to accept that. But you might be able to delegate some stuff. And you'd be shocked at some of the stuff that you could actually delegate. Very, very easily. That's the thing. You don't really want to like hiring people. Like I got a warehouse, I got workers, we hire them, they're on payroll, we got to get taxes and shit. It's a pain in the ass. What you want to do, your first people that you want to delegate out to are contractors, right? Or like services. Like I pay the people to mow my lawn. I just pay them. They don't like, I could just tell them, you know, bye, I don't want you anymore. You could pay them. You could pay DoorDash. You could pay, you know, Uber Eats to deliver food to you. I would only do this if you're getting started. I would only do this if you're like really busy. You have like a major crunch that you have to do and you're like really in the fucking flow of it. Then I would say fuck everything, get food delivered, and preferably you just have like 3 or 4 meals saved in your DoorDash or Grubhub or whatever, and you just open the app, click, 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 ordered, put your phone down, get back to work. The shit comes, you just fucking eat, you just get back to work. I do that sometimes, to be honest. Though I would say a lot of food is not healthy that you get delivered, so be careful. But that's a very easy one. Grocery delivery is something that a lot of people overlook. Super nice. In New Jersey, for some reason, they got rid of all paper and plastic bags. So they when you get, I've not honestly haven't done it anymore because I hate these fucking bags. They do the grocery delivery in these reusable, shitty ass reusable plastic bags. It's awful for the environment. And they'll give you like 20 bags, no matter where you get your groceries from. So if you live in another state, they'll probably put them in paper bags like a normal, you know, civilization. But over in New Jersey, they put everything in these awful reusable bags. And it's just like, just use the paper, man. At least I can recycle it. I can't fucking do anything with these other bags. So, yeah, grocery delivery, game changer. If you come up with a list of everything you eat every week, and then you can just throw it in there, order it, boop, done. Saves you like 2 hours, or an hour or 2 hours for groceries. And it saves you from the mental fatigue of wandering around the store and trying to figure out what the hell you're trying to buy. Although, I'm going to be honest with you, I go to Whole Foods, and I actually like going there. It's actually like a nice place to go because it's relaxing, and I get to like, I don't eat a lot, so like I actually want to like impulse buy shit. But that's the only thing I buy. Like I don't like watch Netflix. I don't buy anything for my car. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, so the only thing I buy is like food and then like business related shit, like camera equipment and like computer shit. So, to be honest, like that's the only thing I splurge on. And I'm perfectly happy with that. But yeah, so what else can you do? Another simple and commonly overlooked area that you can outsource is just getting people off of like Fiverr or Upwork or websites like that. Because what you can do is when you think about hiring somebody, you're probably thinking about your own country. If you're in the United States, the UK, Australia, all these expensive ass countries, right? But you can hire people from cheaper countries. You can hire people from the Philippines. You can hire people from Romania, Poland, Russia, India, Pakistan, all these places, right? Cheaper places. And you can pay them an equivalent wage for what they would get paid in their country, which is like 5 or 10 times less than what it would cost you to pay somebody in your own country. So this is really beneficial if you're someone who's trying to start out on YouTube, if you're somebody who's trying to look into getting, I don't know, you can get voiceover actors, you can get people to fix up your website, you can get people to edit photos for you, any of this shit. So if you're going on to Fiverr, they'll usually do like one-off shit. If you're going to Upwork, you can usually hire somebody as a contractor to do a longer term project, or you can just hire them, just like if you get like a YouTube editor, you can just pay them by the video, 10, 20, 30 bucks a video, and they can just edit it up, give it over to you, and then you post it. You can get social media manager. You can get all kinds of shit, copywriters, and that's honestly a super cool thing that you can do. Now, I haven't personally, I don't really have too much of a need to use, I have used these services in the past, and it's been really cool. I've had somebody help me with email authentication. I've had somebody help me with video editing. I've had someone help me with auditing my website for sales conversions. And it's just such a cool way to pay a cheaper price and get like these random ass services that you just like wouldn't be able to get done. So aside from that, yeah, if you guys are, aside from that, if you guys are trying to start a business, aside from that, if you guys are trying to start a business, if you guys are trying to work for yourself, I definitely have some more interesting videos for you. Even if you're just trying to live your best life, if you're trying to optimize towards a goal that you have, if you're trying to cut out distractions, make sure to check out the videos that we got on this channel. Peace.